Elizabeth City in New Jersey turns to technology in enforcing social distancing. Eagle News correspondent El Aguilar reports.
New Jersey is one of the hardest hit states in the U.S. with positive COVID cases next to New York State. In the city of Elizabeth alone, more than 4,000 cases are open, more or less 400 total deaths related to coronavirus, and nearly 1,000 cases have been closed. The continuous campaign of the local officials to practice social distancing has intensified to help flatten the curve.
This virus is extremely dangerous. No one is immune from the virus. Whether you are young or whether you are a senior citizen, this virus does not discriminate. The only way to beat the virus at the current time is to continually wash your hands, wear a face mask when you're out in public, and 6 feet of separation. There can be no parties of 10 people or more. There can be no social interaction. It must be as minimal as possible. And if you have to go to a doctor, you have to go to the supermarket or get your essentials, wear a mask, wear gloves if necessary, and as soon as you return home, wash your hands thoroughly and continue that process. And we can beat this collectively, but we all have to work together to do it.
The city turns to technology by deploying drones that announces a message for people to keep their distance.
We currently have 5 drones that are working strictly on COVID-19 issues. These drones go throughout the city of Elizabeth whenever there's a complaint or a call, whether it be in a park, on the river trail, in between buildings, areas that are very difficult for the police to reach. The drones then go to that location and they spread a message of social distance in both English and Spanish.
Drones are deployed to areas that are unreachable by the police. There are some oppositions to these drones. In an interview with Elizabeth Mayor Chris Bolridge, he clarified that these drones are not out there to peek into anyone's privacy or go to people's homes, but only to save lives and to tell people to stop gathering, disperse, and go home.
And the drones spread the message, and then hopefully people will listen and they'll separate, and that would avoid a summons.
Violators will be fined up to $1,000.
We're hopeful that these drones can encourage people to socially separate, and so therefore it helps flatten the curve. It helps get less people sick. And I've told many people that if these drones just save one life, it is worth the experiment here in the city of Elizabeth.
According to New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy in his daily briefing, effective Monday, May 18th, non-essential businesses in New Jersey will be allowed to operate for curbside pickup only, and non-essential construction will resume. Events such as religious services, drive-in movies, and other gatherings will be allowed, but participants must remain in their cars. Organizers who are not in vehicles must follow social distancing and wear face coverings.
Frankly, I think it's important that people keep social distance. It's been a big education process over the last week. In the city of Elizabeth in early April, we were averaging 180, 190 new cases every single day. So over the last week, we were averaging 50 and 40 new cases a day. This week, we're averaging about 20 new cases a day. So the social distance is working.
With some businesses gearing up to open soon, Mayor Bolridge encouraged residents to support mom-and-pop stores versus big chain companies to help boost the city's economy and to make shoppers feel more at ease.
I think people would feel much safer in their local hardware store than going to a Lowe's or a Home Depot. And I think it's important that we start to get back to some of this local retail and have it available in a very safe and efficient way that mandates social distance.
Since middle of March, many local businesses have shut down. Some restaurants and grocery stores have limited services. Hours of operation have changed to comply to the state's temporary mandate to avoid the spread of coronavirus and to help flatten the curve. And to get these businesses back on track,
We have sent out word to the local business community and to apply for this. And these grants, up to $10,000 loans, as well as grants, are going to start to be issued to some of these companies in the middle of June and July in order to maintain payroll, to help with the rent, to help get businesses back on their feet, especially some of these restaurants that are operating takeout. They're still employing people, and we need to make sure that they can continue in order to not only feed the community of our city, but to make sure that the unemployment levels or at least subside somewhat.
for Eagle News, El Aguilar, Elizabeth, New Jersey. We live in interesting times.